Question 14. Solve the simultaneous equations 4x plus 6y equals 5 and 7x plus 5y equals negative 10.5. I've decided to solve this by elimination, as I think that will be the easiest method, and to use that method I need to make sure the number, the coefficient, in front of the x or in front of the y is the same. At this stage the sign doesn't matter, so I could have a plus 6y and a minus 6y and be able to solve it by elimination, but this actual number is what's important. As we can see from looking at these two equations, I don't have the same number in front of the x or in front of the y at the moment. So I've decided to multiply the first equation by 5. So instead of 4x plus 6y equals 5, I've got 20x plus 30y equals 25. And make sure you multiply the number after the equal sign as well. That's a common mistake that people forget to do that. And I'm going to multiply the second equation here by 6. So instead of 7x plus 5y equals minus 10.5, I've times it all by 6 to get 42x plus 30y equals minus 63. The reason why I chose those two numbers was to get 30 in front of the y in both equations. Now 5 and 6 weren't the only things I could have multiplied these equations by to get the same number in front of the x or y, but you have to choose some way of doing it, and that's what I decided. Now that I have the same number in front of the y's, I can subtract the bottom equation from the top one, because I know that 30y take away 30y will be 0, so I have eliminated the y's. 20x take 42x is minus 22x, and 25 subtract minus 63 is 88. Don't do 25 take 63, remembering you're subtracting the bottom equation from the top one, so you have to do 25 take minus 63, which is the same as adding. And then if I divide this by minus 22, I get x equals minus 4. Some people now forget that you've got to work out the value of x and y. Please don't be one of those people. So take your value of x, which is minus 4, and substitute it into any of the equations we've used so far. I've decided to substitute it into the first one, 4x plus 6y equals 5. In place of the x I put minus 4. 4 minus 4 is a minus 16. That means 6y must be 21, because minus 16 plus 21 is 5. And dividing both sides by 6 gives me y equals 3.5. And then just very carefully copy your values over.